Start the meeting. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Bless you. Bless you again.
Thank you. I about fell apart in the middle of it.
Let's do introduction. Start with you, Mary.
Mary Wood, recording secretary.
I'm Miller, trustee.
Bill Horde, chair.
Patricia Dunn, vice chair. Mary Van White, secretary.
Tammy Hayden, trustee, I can remember, whatever. Here.
Ann Allen, zoning administrator.
Thank you. Boy, that was hard.
It was hard.
I know, we're going to have a hard night. Thank you all for coming. Not a lot on the agenda tonight for controversy, but we got lots of things to talk about. First thing, let's have an approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve April's agenda.
A second.
All in favor?
Is that Tam?
Tammy.
Tam, okay.
No, it was Sherry.
Sherry?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, that's okay.
Okay, Sherry.
Okay.
Next, approval of the minutes from March 3rd. Any comments?
I didn't get them.
I don't have them in front of me. I did go through them on the email. They look fine to me on the email.
I'm not getting them in the email.
You have an email issues too?
Yeah, I'm not getting anything.
My email, we just got my email up and running after over a month.
Well, I don't have an email, like, only the chair has a township email.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so I'll give you my
Okay.
Gmail, because I'm not getting them the minutes.
All right. I thought I would, okay.
I'll give it to you after.
Okay.
And I did read the whole thing, but I don't believe I can approve any of those minutes.
I mean, has anyone else got a chance to go over them on an email format? Or am I the only one that was able to?
I read them, I saw them.
I read them.
Did you guys, I mean, I'll motion for them to be okay?
I
As long as there's
wasn't
other people
here,
that-
so I'm
that
not
don't.
gonna,
Oh, you were not here, so.
yeah, so I'm not gonna.
You can second Al,
I'll second it.
if someone goes up first.
Okay.
He said he's going first.
Yeah. Motion to approve?
Second. Okay, all in favor? Aye.
9.
That was, see, I told you it was gonna be a hard night. Communications. I had a request last month to take a look at an ordinance for the board that was designed to somehow allow the township to purchase development rights from private property, owners. And as Mark researched it and looked around, there's two different types of that type of an agreement. One is a transfer of property development rights, and the other one is an outright purchase of development rights. And there's a number of cases of the transfer of property development rights, but it has to do with property with say 5 acre minimums, and that abuts property with higher density. And there's a process for those same development rights and the densities to be moved to that next property. That's not what you guys are talking about, but the board was asking. I believe the board was asking for outright purchase.
To conserve the landscape or?
To be able to make a deal with property owners to purchase future development rights, right? And it was to secure the property from some of this big stuff.
Right.
Protection of agriculture is what it was for. So there's one in the state, it's up by Leelanau. It's a township. They have primarily grapes, cherries, apples, fruits. The whole peninsula that this township is in is one big fruit producer. Tons of money out there. And so the board went and did they did a millage and they created an ordinance. Now, what I could do is Mark's ready to tweak that ordinance out for us a little to better fit Iosco Township as a draft and have that available for us to take a look at the next meeting. So if that was the direction that you understood.
Proposal for setting a millage or getting a millage?
No, for basically an ordinance to facilitate that. The township would be able to buy development rights.
Millage would be an extra option.
It's part of that. You gotta fund it.
Okay.
There's a finance into that. So that's gonna cost money, so the township board will have to discuss how they're gonna navigate that financial end of that as well. But the ordinance, we can get a draft in place that we can take a look at here and pass on to the board if we're okay with the general draft of it. Because there's only one in the state, that's probably, it's gonna be mirroring a lot of those, a lot of sections in that ordinance, I would assume.
So you're saying that's that they just purchased the land outright?
No, the township will purchase future development rights from the owner. So the township, so then if, let's say the solar comes around and there's all these lease proposals out there for property going on that the township wasn't even aware of a lot of the leases, the township would be the one that would sign the lease for developing that property for solar if they so choose to. So the owner wouldn't have rights to development on their property if this is passed.
And
That's
so
the
this is-
transfer of development
This is the
rights.
outright purchase or the transfer?
That's the outright
That's the
purchase.
outright purchase?
The transfer is a whole different deal, and as
Of
Mark,
development rights?
yeah, as we looked at the transfer, it's more of a way for the property owners to get a higher density if their property just abuts property with higher density. So that's the opposite, that's not preserving farmland, I don't think. It might be.
So then an outright, go ahead.
Because, yeah, I was just trying to keep, okay, so we're pursuing, just for clarity, outright purchase of development rights.
The
And that
board-
the township would, if, say, pretend it all happened in fairy tale land, the township owns the development rights and DTE comes in and wants to do solar, that would have to go through the township,
If it's on
not
their
the
property.
landowner.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's kind of how that fits, but there's a lot to that.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're just,
You know, whether it be solar or, say, 2 acres split up front for a house, who would get that money? The landowner or the township? But if it's gonna be developed, and they so choose, if it's bought out with the outright purchase.
Well, the township would be doing that to, I believe, to protect the agricultural farming.
Right, and
From
then
this
ultimately,
big
if we could
development.
say so that, okay, yeah, we will have solar on it, you're getting money for that solar, does that go to the township, or would that go to the property owner, just as we purchase and develop?
No, this wasn't taking ownership from the property owner. Anything that's agreed to is theirs.
Okay.
But it's kind of a weird thing, and I think we'd have to look at the draft of that ordinance to really pick it out and see really how it works. So again, Mark's ready for us to have him draft that up if that's the direction.
I got two things to say. I'm probably ahead of the game, I'm going ahead,
Go ahead.
thinking way ahead.
I
but
like, yeah.
He made me think of something. So let's just, how, I mean, we all, I guess like, how does that set up, like, and I'm just using solar as the example, I get what you're saying with the house, but like, what if we all die and new people come in here and they're like, yeah, let's do solar? How is that protecting the property? Like, is there something we write into it so that it never does, because that's kind of what this whole
Well,
point
I think
is
the
to keep it
ordinance
as open space.
has to be written in terms of protection of agriculture. I believe that's what the board was the one that wants this, so they'll sort that out, but there's a lot of protections in an ordinance about how it can be developed. I think
Okay.
it's a safe thing where the township can't say, okay, now we have development rights, well, let's put a big porn shop on it, you know.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get at, like,
No.
because it sounded like, okay, it's gonna be, instead of the landowners, the township making these decisions. And then the other thought, maybe you can ask Mark, is like, I did live on Grosse Ile for a little bit, downriver, and they're a township, but they purchased the whole center of the island. Like, I don't know if that,
That's an outright land purchase,
Okay,
yeah. So, yeah, they purchased the land
So
and
that-
rights to develop that, and still all within the ordinance that's in place, so.
So what happens if the landowner decides he wants to sell the property?
Well, it's gotta be worked out in the contract, it's gotta be worked out in this ordinance about rights, when you can terminate that agreement, how that's terminated. It's all gonna be in a draft ordinance, it's gonna spell a lot of that stuff out. Because, yeah, I can think of 100 questions of what if, and I think,
And why are they thinking about doing this?
well, you'd have to ask, Matt, can you explain?
There's been a lot of outreach from the public wanting this as an option, to put options forth to big, large landowners if they would rather that, or even if they're not involved with solar or any kind of development, it gives them an option to get some money back on their land if they subconsciously know that they have no means to want to develop it. It's a bonus for them because they're going to get money for keeping it as farmland, and they have, it's just another option, is more or less. And we've had a lot of outreach for it, so we're doing what the public wants and presenting a couple options.
And I'm sure that any draft of this would have to be really.
It's a draft.
Yeah.
I get it.
So, it would have to mean whatever, but the board wants it to mean, so.
And ultimately, we can't force anyone to get us the
No.
development, right?
But this starts the ball out, we can get something to talk about on that type of ordinance. Anybody else have any communications you want to share? No?
No.
Okay, first call to the public, anyone want to have any comments?
Dana. I live at Bull Run in Coon Lake.
Pardon?
I said, my name's Dana. I live at Bull Run in Coon Lake.
Okay, I know where you live, Dana.
Okay. I know I reached out to Matt about an email that I had sent, and I had talked to him after the township meeting because there is no, on the website, there's no way to send really any emails directly to you. Like, I couldn't send anything to you, Al. So I was able to get your email. I hope it made it to you. I don't know if it did. It was about resources for land planners and things.
Yeah, I did get that.
Okay, good. And then just the other piece of that is the website. There's really no way to send you anything.
I think the website's not that great.
Right.
Well, I'll tell
A
you,
lot of websites, not
we've
just
been
Iosco's.
struggling with access.
Yeah.
Personally with access, with emails, this last month, it's been crazy, and even inside emailing documents,
It sounds like there was a bit of a struggle.
I think we got it.
Okay.
So I apologize for all that.
You're
We
good.
want to be as open as we can, we're not trying to hide anything.
Oh, you're good. I know, I texted Matt and was like, did you get this and should I resend it? Because I haven't heard anything.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
get it the first time, and then once you resent it after the email was up and.
Perfect.
See right again, then it came right through, so
Okay.
thank you.
Good. But at least it made it to you guys too, if that what you
It
were-
did, and we're good. If it's, yeah, whatever you were using, that's fine. That's good. Let's not change anything right now, please.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, I have a question, as long as we're on the website. Does it work on phones? Because I can't get it to work on
It's a
big phones.
50/50.
Working
Sometimes
on my phone
phone.
right now.
Oh, because I tried earlier today
I've had it goof up on my phone.
and
and
I
I've
can't
also had-
open anything. I
I've
mean, I
had
can't
other
open.
websites and other places
agendas and-
work in that.
Yeah,
hour.
yeah, programs sometimes on your phone to do that, like Microsoft.
I will see about getting because Plain Chair obviously has a township email. I will get that
And if
added
mixed
to the
up on the
website.
website, it still has Tammy as chair, and brought that to Joe's attention, so he's gonna get that changed,
Okay.
the titling changed.
We'll work on that Thursday.
I couldn't get to that.
You can get that.
Yeah, and that's all I could get to. It wouldn't take me to anything.
Because if you guys can at least get it to Al, Al can get it to everybody else. So I totally get that. I didn't realize Planning Commission's email wasn't on there.
Yeah, try that.
Or just if there was a way to you had your email? Because when you fill it out online, you don't really know, did it go? Or was it sent?
There's no verification.
Yeah, at least in my inbox, I can be like, okay, it looks like it's sent on my end. But when I fill out that form on the website, if you could just put the email address, that way we would know where it was going. That's the other
Does
suggestion.
it, if you go on the website, does it have,
It has a quick click where you click, like, I get emails off the website all the time, they just click email.
okay,
But like, I have the assessor, which is also the zoning email, posted on my page, but I will get your email posted on planning's page.
you're gonna get the planning at Iosco TWP.
Yeah, we'll get that, we'll have to get that added to the website.
Because that's what everyone is using for me.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Something I'm gonna share with the public, I know I was sending stuff out before to all the townships, not township duties, something personal. And, when they're not easy to use, I kinda noticed that for some reason down at the lower corner, like if you hovered over somebody's name, their email would come up down here. And you could cut, paste it, and then put it into your email. Like it wasn't, I don't know if ours works that way, I can't figure it out on my phone, but I could probably do it at home on the home computer. Because sometimes the home computer gives you more access than the phone. But yeah, that's what I did for, because I sent every clerk a letter, public safety. And I had not all of them had their emails readily available.
thank you.
I would second that too. I don't know if somebody, responds to the webmaster, but I agree. When you send an email out through the website, it should send you an acknowledgement back that it was sent, and you don't get anything like that. So you just wonder if it goes anywhere. So,
They have their emails.
the webmaster should be able to set that up for you. So, if you guys, I know it's not really your board, it's more the,
Or maybe the workaround, just put your
yeah.
stuff on there, I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
you should be able to say, okay, this is my email address, you hit send, and it goes to you guys, and we get an acknowledgement back. when you
Like
send
you
it.
do on most any other website.
Yeah, everything else should, so that might be kind of a nice thing to have,
Yeah, we just gotta make it better.
so. Yeah.
Whatever we can do to make it a little better is wonderful. Any more comments? That's good for now. Unfinished business. You have, everyone has a packet, it's from Williams and Works, just take it home, go over it, there's a lot in it. It does have a price on it for the services, and it describes in detail what they're proposing to do for us with the master plan. So it breaks it down. This is the first formal one that we've gotten in. I had verbal, but it's like pulling teeth getting a written proposal like this. So, and
I know it says it does not include additional costs for mail and survey. That's kind of one of the big hot topic issues is that the public, wants a voice, be able to move forward. Did they give any kind of inclination or clue of like, yeah, like this percent of total cost is what generally is for that?
no, but they would be happy to put that cost for us together. They said it in, if you read
Do
through
we have it by
the
Thursday? I would really like it for that, just because that's, I know, a big thing that is.
I'll get, I'll get rid of those people, because they're willing to do that.
Yeah, I really want that cost in there to present to the board, just because that's been a big outreach to the public.
And the idea is that the going on the website, doing those kind of digital things, works, it's cheap. Is it really gonna get the outreach you want? And that's gonna be, there's gonna be two options on this proposal. That's gonna be one of them. And they mentioned that they'd be happy to put together a projected cost for the printing, the mailing, the postal and all that stuff. So they're happy to do that for us. And I'll get that, man. So is your board meeting Thursday?
Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't happen by Thursday, we know how these things work.
No, I get it.
But
I get it.
that was kind of one of the big things that they were, wanting to include for the public.
And this gives a nice, it gives a background of the company and some of the other
This is one of the
they've represented. So it's just one.
This is one of the ones that was on the email communications with the companies.
Yeah, these are, they're the ones that have responded the most back to
That
my
means a lot.
request. Yeah, it does, and they've stayed in touch. And the other ones that I've talked to just gave me roundabout numbers, which were very
Oh, was it?
consistent with that,
Was it?
with that number you're looking at, yeah.
I
Even the
wasn't
verbal
expecting
ones.
something to be cheap when it means this, for this.
I think cheap has gone away. There's nothing out there.
The roadside aids are not cheap.
I don't know.
Does Mark work alone, or is he in a,
Well, he's got some staff,
no,
so, but he is going to be, he's done after this year, so
Right.
his contract is done.
so there's no, oh, it's contracted for, with us?
Well, he's quit, he's
Retired.
retired.
He's
Yeah,
happy to
so
do
he
this.
doesn't have anybody that he's bringing in as his replacement?
No.
I mean,
He does not, and he said he's happy to review, once we come up with some candidates we'd like him to take a close look at. He says he knows them all. I haven't done that with him yet because I want you guys to want to do that before we share that with Mark. He has said that he has time for the data centers. He has time for this ordinance we're talking about. He just doesn't have time for the master plan. He just doesn't want to tackle it. It's about a year-and-a-half project. And
He's retired.
he's going to be gone before that. So that's it. I guess I just want you to take a look at this thing, digest, and let us know. I'm going to get some numbers for you on what that would mean, Matt,
Please, cool.
for the mail-in stuff. And I think the mail-in works. For me, I prefer that. It's you go to everybody with it. If you don't want to respond, you don't want to respond.
Yep.
You can't.
Well, things have gotten a lot more verbal, and there's a lot more communication within the community, so I would expect to see a lot more mail-in returns than what you would have maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would this, I mean, I know they're just giving us a quote like they're starting from scratch.
Yeah.
Are they gonna look at our master plan at all? I mean, like, our master plan isn't, again, I just go with it too, are they gonna change the direction? They're not gonna change it, it's gonna be
No.
to protect the rural character of the township.
Yeah, and what they said was, and they say it very well in this thing when they talk about their focus, their mission, how they're going to approach this thing, is that they believe that there's a lot of our master plan that's just fine. It's in place. They're going to look at, besides infilling all the current census data and all that stuff, they're going to.
Which I think Mark would be willing to do that. That's
Well-
what because I'm wondering if this estimate is for a complete overhaul. And that's all I'm questioning,
Yeah.
is do we need a complete overhaul? Do I think we need to get a company to assist us, after Mike retires? Yes. And the master plan is reviewed every 5 years.
Yeah.
So,
But I think we got twofold, Tammy, the way I see it. We do need someone to guide us through this master plan, and I want to make sure it's done real well. But we also got Mark leaving, he's going to retire. When he retires, it's up to him, but he said he's going to do it at the end of the year, and we're going to wind up looking for a planning firm or individual, whoever it is, to represent us, someone that we can go to on these little things, and
well, I think we need this, and I'm with these people. I'm just trying to put it out there, like, are they going to change our master plan any more than what it already is, other than, like, the census and stuff like that? I mean, that isn't changing the direction of the master plan or the meaning of it.
I think we're going to look at the whole master plan and see where it needs to be updated or changed, and then make recommendations back. So I just by reading this, so read through that, it breaks it down what they're intended to do. I don't know.
I did peruse it really quick, but yeah, I mean, it looks like they're gonna have all the same sections as like ours.
Well, they might.
Maybe, I mean, they'll have it in their format and stuff.
And as I said here, that 26,000 was for basically a total look at it and a total build this master plan up. If that's not what we need, they stated they're willing to take all that off and to break it down the cost if that would. So they're willing to negotiate whatever we need on it. I think they gave us the A kind of game for going into
Because I guess I want to make
Master
sure,
plan.
and I wish I had the words straight when I talked to my husband about stuff. I'm like, I wish I could have said that at the meeting. But remember the master plan, and I don't want the public to mistake this the wrong way. Like, I got the impression when I was chair that they wanted us to put things in there like no solar and like make sure that kind of stuff isn't in there. A master plan probably wouldn't have that. You could check with Mark, it's not gonna have that. Your zoning ordinances will. Your master plan just sort of like sets the direction. And our master plan already says protect the rural character. Yes, we can add the Dollar General, we can update the census, we can improve it. That's why you review it every 5 years. And that's why I was trying to stress before, like, and I'm not saying, it's like, do we want to spend $26,000 now? Or like I said, we can tweak it if there's a section. I just want to make sure that we're doing something that is really going to be beneficial if we're going to spend that amount of money.
Oh, I agree.
You know, we can put all these concerns that the public has about data centers and everything else in the zoning ordinances, as long as it's going towards protecting the rural character. Just like our master plan doesn't have anything about, what's the ordinance you just proposed with plan development rights. But we can put that in our zoning ordinance and not have that, you don't put such specificity in a master plan,
No.
so.
No, I get it. And it seems to be the other firms I've spoken to are in that exact same neighborhood with what they said would probably to expect a cost. So I haven't found anyone that's coming in saying, I just want to do a little bit for you, you know. But I think,
Well, I just remember Mark saying to me that if we weren't gonna overhaul it, you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah,
then he would do, like with our review, the census things and all that kind of stuff. That he was willing to do that. But a big overhaul, like having people come in and, you know, and I know the public wants input, I do know that.
they want us to be transparent, they
I'm
want
just-
it to be right.
Well, it's
out
not
there.
anything about transparency, I mean, because I watch the budget meeting and it's going, people in the audience are going, what are you spending that for? Oh, it was a gift for a slide.
Yeah. Well,
It's just, I'm just trying to make sure we're not scrutinized for doing something that maybe isn't necessary 100%, that's all.
what do you think though? Do you think that an overhaul is it something we
I
should
think we
look
can
and then
do-
back out of that if we don't need it? What are you thinking?
If I could just run the world, I would take, I think we should get public input and like do that very seriously. Does it have to be incorporated in this year's or this 5-year review? No, but we can use it in another 5 year, you know, in 5 years, because you mandatory, you have to review it every 5 years,
Yeah.
you know? Or, you know, from that survey, maybe we would find that everything everybody tells us is actually covered in their master plan.
And it might be. And
Yeah, and then we don't have to
We have to
spend
look at-
26,000.
So we're looking at this being like our max price plus.
Yeah, because they're looking at,
You can always get cheaper depending on how in depth we need to go.
they're looking at one step at a time.
Right.
How comfortable is everyone with it? Do we really need this whole package that they proposed for us? They're willing to break it right out into each step. They
Right.
got it in there, and we may get the survey, because it's probably gonna be the first thing, I suppose, is a questionnaire. And like you said, Tammy, maybe it's good the way it is. Is there gonna be some sections that they're gonna wanna take a look at in the master plan that's gonna be more protective for some of these new technologies and things coming out? I don't
That's
know.
in our zoning ordinance, that's where you protect that. This is just the direction.
Well, you do, I know, but to set the direction that we're going in, maybe there has to be a few added clauses just to accommodate for that, is what I'm saying, I don't know. But that's what I have right now on that, so I think we all take a look at that.
Oh, yeah, and are there gonna be more people that we're looking for?
Well, I have,
Or this is the only people that got back with us?
The only ones I got back, I had 3 more firms that have said, yeah, we could do it, and I that I can't get them, they're hard to get a hold of, they give me a verbal, they said, well, we can help you, here's my phone number, just call me anytime you want. No, it's not what we're talking about, we want to get the master plan, so, like I said, the verbal quotes that they came across were, right in that neighborhood of what you're looking at on that, so. I personally, I feel there's an urgency to get the master plan going. We could probably have lines of these planners come in and drag us out for months trying to figure it out. And I don't shop very well. You know, bring me the stuff, and this is what we want to buy, well, this is the lowest price you can get right here, and let's do it and move on. I don't want to drag this.
I don't want to drag it out
We're just
either.
sitting on this, so I think we need to do something, and
I
maybe.
agree, I
Yep.
agree.
And if they're the only one that got, I mean, this is pretty,
Detailed.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
It was done very well. This
They must be
proposal was
wanna-
done well.
They want to do it, I mean, they're willing to.
It's on the lines of an RFP, and they gave us their qualifications, and the first individual they show you a picture of is, her name is Amon. She'd be the one dealing with us. I've personally been dealing with their team just to get this proposal.
Okay.
Very responsive.
Did Mark, have you mentioned these people to Mark yet or no?
I did, but I didn't get, he said, I said, what about, I said, we got Williams and works on it. And I was just asking him for some red flag if he saw it, and he didn't give me anything. No,
Okay.
Mark is.
Yeah.
He's not gonna come right out and say it once you,
Uh-huh.
but he had nothing, no red flags.
So are there only three, they only have three in here, three people that are this company?
That's the team that would be dealing with us.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
project manager, Anya, and then there's a
Brad.
individual, Brad, yeah. That's
Senior planner?
kind of, senior planner. And so that is who they would be proposing to do our stuff with. I'll get you that tomorrow.
Cool, thank
I'm
you.
sure they'll jump on. No problem with that.
All right, I'll get you an answer before next meeting then.
Well. Any other comments on this? You guys good to move on?
Thank you for putting all that effort in. I understand.
No new business. The future meetings, the next PC meeting is going to be May 12th. 2026. I hope I got that right. I've been struggling with dates. Okay, move on to the Township Board Report.
Not too many big changes, just verifying, I'll probably say it a couple more times until elections. Precinct 2 has been changed to the Mason Road Bible Church, there at Nicholson Road in Mason. The Township Board has been having some discussions on conflict of interest policies, and they're gonna have some discussions with the attorneys, whether any of that will trickle down to the planning commission side or anything, be yet to be determined. And really finalize road projects for the year. They're gonna do Coon Lk Rd from Bradley Road to Old Run Road. And then they will do Dutcher Road from Lange Road to Munsell Rd. So those will be, no given exact time frame because people take vacations, weather comes in, things get prolonged a week, pushed back 2 weeks, so before winter.
You guys taking it all out? You dig them?
Well, we're gonna go through, we're gonna ditch where we can ditch, like, road projects cannot be done the way they should be done now because of trees in the road, new utilities buried on the side of the road, and trying to get the ditches back where they should be is just, you wouldn't be able to afford it to do it correctly. So to do it with what we're able to in the spots, then yeah, we're gonna go through, open up driveway tubes, and there'll be 6 inches of material on the first section of Coon Lk from Bradley to Bradley to Gregory, and then from Gregory will run will be 4 inches, because about 10 years ago, they put a 4-inch lift or maybe 6-inch lift on part of that road. I don't think the material held up very good, so That way, all of Coon Lk Road, kind of the main vein gravel road in our township, the whole Coon Lake will be done. Taking away Dutcher. One of the other worst roads.
Can you keep cars from coming down Coon Lake?
I'll just
That would-
detour them around you.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all I have.
And zoning administrator report.
I have issued 6 permits for the year. Of those 6 permits, 2 of them are for new dwellings. In addition to those 6, I've issued 9 waivers.
Okay. No ZBA.
Nope.
Okay. Second call. Anyone have public comments before we close it down tonight?
I just have one question. Matt, you had said something about the Munsell Rd Bridge. Is that, when was that?
There was talk of that, I don't know when that exact date was, when they're wanting to address it, but it will be closed for a while. And we're trying to beg them to just try to take the rest of that pavement up to the stop sign in front of Randy's where those horrible ruts are, from all the big semis and trucks that pound down, and you got, the road goes like this right there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Munsell Road too.
Oh, Munsell Road.
Munsell Road, that weird bridge.
To give you the exact, try to recite off the top of my head,
That's okay.
construction is supposed to start, I believe, November of this year, October, November, fall. And then after construction is done, taking place after the first of the year, it'll be opened back up. They will close it down again in April timeframe for a week or so just to pave it. So as soon as they get it open and travelable with gravel, they're gonna get it open right away. And then they'll go back a couple months later when the weather breaks and they'll pave it. Yep. But it'll be open beginning of 27. So that's 6 to 8 months push back just because of other issues that happen throughout the county.
Well, at least you're on time ticket, so.
Yes, and it's quite a quick bridge repair comparatively to what bridge repairs usually take as far as the amount of time, you know. The one on Smith Road was 15 years before they replaced that bridge, or longer, I think. Well, we're pretty lucky getting that going quick as a bit.
Exactly.
Dana?
Thank you.
Oh, I'm good. Then I was gonna say, I know that there are some other places that do some land preservation stuff. I know that like Ingham County does some, and I know Washtenaw County does some, but, you know, I can send you what I have if it's helpful, but if not.
You have other ordinances or other?
Other places, yeah. I started to kind of
Well,
dig
go ahead and send
through
it.
it.
Yeah, I'd like, I'll pass it on to Mark. He's doing that research for us.
If it's helpful.
Yeah, it might be, yeah. Because I know what we want. The township wants to have some protection ability on this, on the ag. And we'll see. So yeah, send them to me. And we have our emails
Right,
going right now.
You at least know our two.
right.
We had a rough month.
Thank you.
But, okay, PC members, anybody else have any comments?
There's gonna be, I think people may or may not know, the seed swap, Jacqueline Hill. Like, she got seed last year and she did it, and she's doing it again this year. And it's gonna be on Saturday the 18th, and I guess on the 19th too, because the flyer that went to everybody's house said the 19th, but it was supposed to be the 18th. So she's gonna do it both days. I myself am gonna be there on the 18th, but I can't be there on the 19th. So.
And what is it?
It's free seeds, free, and there's gonna be people that have plants and whatever, like just free seed packets. She gets them from, I think, Myers from last year, and Family Impact Center gives some. There's just different people who donate last year's seeds, the flowers and vegetables.
You have to go to her house?
So you don't have to be, no, it's gonna be here in the hall.
Oh, right here?
May for April.
I helped her a little bit,
April.
like set it up.
She got us last
She was a
year.
little
They were
panicked.
sitting there bundled up with our garden seeds. and everything.
Yeah, I didn't make it last year, but yeah, it's gonna be here, I think, from 1 to 3, right?
Yes, so we will be here from 1 to 3 on both days. So we're gonna come a little bit earlier and set up, and then we're gonna stay a little bit later to clean it up. But yeah, I told her I would help her out because she.
I would help her clean this up.
Sort
I'm gonna
stuff
have
out.
a table with invasive species
Oh, good.
examples, so people can get rid of them off their property. And then maybe some natural plants. I can't have examples, but plants that are good to plant. Sylphium.
Anything else? Is good? Move for adjournment?
Move to adjourn, 7:39.
Terry, thank you guys for coming.
Thanks.
We don't have to make a motion to adjourn, right?
No, you don't.
We have never had, we used to, always done that.
Citizen plant.
Or, like, Kindle. No, it's not. I looked at that one, and then, because that's on the